People will say, leave your problems at the door when you come into your business or job, profession, whatever it is. And I don't agree because if you have problems, I'm concerned. Why do you even have problems? If you're concerned, it's not actually what I think. I'm saying that as more of a funny because we're human and humans have problems and we always will. That's what makes us humans. We all have dilemmas. And to disregard that or ignore that when we step through some theoretical door is a problem because it's still held in our bodies and our hearts and our minds. To pretend that the problem doesn't exist, I think almost makes the problem worse and just suppresses more of the feelings. A lot of the time we equate that to I need to work harder, I need to do this better. And we ultimately just potentially burn out or things start to happen to us that are probably in effect to what's going on in our world. I think those problems seep out into our bodies, whether that's tension in our neck and our jaws or just throughout our entire body. I'm not saying that every tension or tightness within our body is coming from that. I'm just saying that the body keeps a score. To disregard that is, I think, detrimental to our health and to our mindset. As much as I am a business, marketing, and sales person, I am also a 500-hour yoga teacher and a mindful birthing teacher. Mindfulness comes to me first because that's what I think is most important. I'm the person that you meet out in life and I go, how is your heart today? Like, what are you actually feeling? What are you noticing? Because to me, that is way more important than driving a sale. Where I get a lot of my experience and my passion is in Raja and Hatha yoga. And that is a form of yoga where we focus on who we are, not just on the mat, but off of the mat. And I thought, what if I was able to pull the yamas and the niyamas, things that I live by and aspire by throughout my entire life to be? What if I could take some of those skills and apply them to marketing so that I could be a more ethical marketer and offer this information to others because maybe it can help you with trying to build your business and just making it. We're going to start out with the yama. And if you don't know what yamas and niyamas are, I can make an additional video about this and explain them for you. It is based in Hinduism, but yoga can be non-secular. I like to tell everyone that yoga can deepen your faith, whatever it is. I just wanted to give acknowledgement to where it came from, but also to let you know that I am more than happy to talk about yoga and go way more into depth about Hatha and Raja yoga because let me tell you, I can talk about it all day. It's my soapbox, one of my mini soapbox. But yes, if you want more of this, drop a comment and I will make more content like this because it does make my heart happy. This series is going to be called the Yamas and the Niyamas series, where we focus on pulling the things from those 10 pieces and applying them to our marketing and our sales so that we can be ethical and caring marketing salespeople. The first yama that I'm going to talk about today is Ahimsa, or non-violence or not causing harm. Ironically, I have an A on my wrist. I know that that causes harm, so don't judge me on that part. That A represents Ahimsa, and I look at it to remind myself that at the end of the day, the bare minimum is to not cause harm. And because there are days when I'm frustrated and things are difficult and it is been a problematic day, and at the bare minimum, can I not cause harm? And am I perfect at this? Am I great at this? No, but I constantly strive for this. On my bestest of best days, can I add more? Can I add positivity? Can I add health, care, support to the people around me and to myself? I feel like a lot of the time, a lot of people typically think of, oh, I don't need to cause harm to other people, but it starts with ourselves. That's basically what we're going to talk about in this video today. The Ahimsa goes for everyone, and sometimes I get a little concerned that people within the perinatal space might be harming themselves and not even realizing. And I really feel like this is a conversation that needs to happen. The reason why I feel this way is because I firsthand experienced how I ended up causing harm to myself and ultimately had to leave out of the perinatal mindfulness health space because I couldn't afford my bills. That's why I want to focus on how we can pull ahimsa or nonviolence toward ourselves. Some of the ways that we could be harming ourselves is undercharging because we don't want to harm someone else, but that comes back to bite us. Or overworking because we feel like that's the way we show people that we care, is by taking ourselves below 0% or even more than all that we have, or the guilt of getting paid and feeling disgusted in yourself. That's something I personally felt was when people were like, "How do I pay you?" I'm like, "Oh, like, don't pay me. I don't want that. I don't need it. I'm doing this because I love it and I want to help you." That led for me to then burn out, which I feel like happens in some cases. I'm not going to say a lot of people or a whole bunch of people or lots, because I feel like that could be a very inflated statement. But if this connects with you, then you are some of the people that align with the story in this conversation. When we burn out or when we are giving 1000% of ourselves, the scary part about it is that spills over into our work, and we then might get shorter with our clients or our patients. We might build resentment toward them of, oh, like, you're getting this for free and you're acting like, God, do you get what I'm saying? It spills over. Again, you can't leave those problems at the door side. It's gonna come into how you approach your life, how you approach your family. Maybe you give all to your work, and then when you come home, your loved ones have to get this short side of you or the frustrated side of you. That can be, again, harmful to yourself, because now these relationships that you value so much are getting broken up. Now that we're expanding out to our network, this non-harm can come in ways of how we're marketing. If you're manipulating people and making them make decisions out of fear, out of anger, or toxic feelings, and that's what's urging them to work with you, or making them feel pressure and pushing them into something, even when it feels not right for them. Because most of the time, when someone is hesitating, it's not necessarily because they don't absolutely not want to work with you. There could be so many other elements at play. And to force someone, again, can cause harm to that person and potentially you with how that relationship is starting out and how it will continue. You don't have to have fake urgency of, you need to buy this right now or it's never going to happen. When it comes to birth work and perinatal space, people need time to make a decision. They need time to figure out if this is the right fit for them. This is a transformative experience and a very vulnerable time for people. And to disregard that is very dangerous and irresponsible for us to push people and manipulate them in such a vulnerable time. At the same time, just because we aren't pressuring someone or aren't manipulating them, that means that we aren't allowed to charge. If the community that we are trying to work with has the financial means to afford our services, feeling shame or disgust for that does not aid the situation. In the fact that we all have bills that have to be paid. A lot of us, if not all of us, have things that need to be paid, whether it's food, bills, rent, insurance, mortgages, car insurance, business insurance, you name it, we probably have to pay for it. There's so many things. And to disregard that, again, harms ourselves and ultimately will spill over into other aspects of our life, which can harm those things as well. What can you do? Don't dodge the price. Have those money conversations with your clients. Lean into that conversation and take the risk. And over time, you'll build confidence and you'll feel stronger and be able to have that conversation with much more ease. I won't say it's going to be completely easy, but with more ease. Also, overgiving. This could be something that can build up a lot of resentment, but making sure that you agree to the services that you're providing and sticking to that and that being it. Be respectful of your time and your energy that you're putting into this work, because that's important and that matters. You could be a smart business person and not cause harm. Are you going to be perfect at both all the time? No, we're humans. We are imperfect, and that's the beautiful thing about ourselves. But that's something that we have to realize, is that there are going to be moments when we didn't say things the right way or the best way that we could have to support that person. And that comes with living life. Give yourself the grace and the compassion to know that you can approach the next moment. You can apologize and try to rebuild that relationship or that connection. Give yourself compassion, because we all struggle with saying the perfect thing all the time. As we begin to give ourselves kindness and care, that's going to spill over into the other aspects of our life. Just like the harm can, the giving ourselves loving and kindness can also give us the ability to have that spill over. Try to practice Ahimsa throughout this week. Catch something harmful that you said about yourself, whether it's about money, about business, or just life. Try to catch it and make the conscious choice to focus on your breath or doing a loving kindness practice, doing something that allows you to feel love and have love. Try to reframe it, or think about that thought and think of it as a leaf that falls into the river and you just watch it like float away and you just let it go. That could be something that you can do this week to support yourself, and making sure that you are consistent and firm with your boundaries for current clients or prospective clients and with yourself. The next video, we will do another Yama, and I'm really excited to do this series with you. You can check out the playlist called Yamas and Niyamas. And again, drop a comment below if you want to hear more of this information. If you want more videos like this or like seeing these videos, don't forget to like and subscribe to see the new videos that I release. And with that, I hope we talk soon, and namaste.